aeronautical engineer BOKANG WKADI is all about action.
I'm not the kind of person you'll find sitting home on a Saturday, so I like to try out new things every single time. Go bungee jumping, go skydiving, whatever it is.
Always up for a challenge, her friend and fellow engineer Linda Ngozwana talked her into trying roller skating.
So I'm still finding my footing around that.
Just as in life, she says that getting back up again when you take a fall is the key to success. For this fun-loving engineer, embracing the joy of each moment is important.
I just love laughing. I genuinely love laughing. Like if you come into a room, I'm like the least serious person that is cracking jokes, and I enjoy life.
While BOKANG may still be finding her feet roller skating, conversational chit-chat is something she's got down to a fine art.
I've met quite a number of people that have said I'm a social butterfly. I draw energy from just speaking and meeting new people wherever I go. I'll fit into any group of any age, anyhow, and I'll find myself just comfortable and loving it and laughing and having a good time. Most of the things that I talk about with people, I guess it depends on the kind of environment it is. With my friends, we largely talk about boys and careers, just for my parents that are watching. It just depends on the setting and the environment, but conversationally, it's just always, it flows.
At work, BOKANG displays a more serious side, always keenly focused on the job at hand.
BOKANG speaking.
She works at Aerosud, the largest manufacturer of aircraft parts and assemblies on the African continent.
I work in procurement, which is basically supply chain. I mostly communicate with suppliers that provide us with the material and the components that we need to build the parts that need to be then shipped to your Airbus and your Boeing companies.
She says that the intricacy and design of aircraft components have always fascinated her, something she attributes to her early days.
I do remember I was very inquisitive as a child. So I remember receiving a doll, and it was a doll that could speak. So instead of just playing around with it and hearing all the sounds it makes, what I decided to do is actually unscrew it and be on some, what's making this doll talk?
Working at a large aircraft manufacturing facility with a large staff complement and many departments calls for more than just technical skills. Soft skills, such as clear and effective communication, are vitally important too. And talk is something BOKANG is definitely not short of.
There's a bit of delay on the production for the galley.
Once an aircraft part has been designed, it's BOKANG's job to procure the raw materials and components required.
So I will ensure that the material is purchased from the supplier and dispatched to the workshop when it arrives at Aerosud. They will then machine them to produce, for example, the wingtip that needs to be shipped to Airbus.
This is the emergency exit door.
BOKANG initially dreamed of being a commercial pilot, but switched to engineering as her parents could not afford the sky-high flight school fees. With a great deal of job satisfaction in her current role, she says she has no regrets.
What I love is that I get to actually see holistically how a company operates rather than just having to design a certain part of an aircraft. So I think I enjoy having to learn an entire new space, because that then allows me to be a holistic engineer. So I'm sort of multifaceted in the engineering industry.
And she has some sound advice for other newcomers to the industry.
As a person, never forget what defines you. Never forget your core values and really what you hold dear to your heart.